because they will not be registered. So ko xamne dañ yoka dafa melni dañ am pour educate ko bu baax mu xamne baat bi waxuñ ko ne mu charge so price bi warta yoko bo mom dafa dañ ko wara def mu clair because baat ko xamne ya ngi def in exemption like exempt moy yi nga xamne ni bokku ci baat bi yoy sax duñ da register te so register wut warlo charge baat.
Thank you very much. The Gambia Revenue Authority was ably represented by the GRA project manager, Mr. Musa Sedikan, and Mrs. Matinjai Sengor, who is the Senior Tax Education Officer at the Gambia Revenue Authority. It was an interesting program, and I guess most of your concerns and questions have been addressed so far. Till we
As buying and selling continues at the Independence Stadium, we join the GCCI Trade Fair 2013 next on Grts.
Welcome you once again at the Independence Stadium where the GCCI the Trade Fair is still ongoing. But today on this slot we'll be talking exclusively to the carpenters who have already, as you can see, a wide variety of products here on display. But as you can see them seated, we'll be talking to Mr. Lamin Gay of Gaipa, who is the Enterprise Support Manager of Gaipa, and Omar Malag, who is a renowned carpenter, and some other carpenters. Talk to them, sound their opinions on some of the products that are here on display. And as you can see, there are wide-ranging products here. Mr. Gay, just before we go proper into the program, I would just like you to give us a brief introduction about some of the about this slot that is basically dedicated to the carpenters.
I will first of all say thank you to our valued viewers, and welcome to Made in Gambia Wood Exhibition. This exhibition is sponsored by Ministry of Trade, Industry and Employment in collaboration with Gambia Investment and Export Promotion Agency with the support of the Social Development Fund, SDF. The decision to fund this exhibition follows a consultation of the wood manufacturing sector of the Gambia, which called for a consultation of the sector sometime in July last year, and in the process 75 carpenters were consulted within the Greater Banjul area. If I say Greater Banjul area, this covers Banjul, Bakau, Kanifing, Serekunda, Bundung, Bakote, Sukuta, as far as Birkama. The idea was to conduct a random survey of the sector to assess the skill level of carpenters in the country, to also assess the potential of the sector in terms of employment creation, also to assess the level of cooperation between carpenters, within the Greater Banjul area, with a view to forming them into a small business association that will aid in knowledge, skills, and enterprise and experience sharing among carpenters, and also try to narrow the gap within their value chain. In that we try to identify the different players in their value chain, both from raw material suppliers, input suppliers, machinery owners, with a view to identifying the locations of each of these players. So we will narrow the gap and encourage cooperation between these carpenters to impact on their cost of production, which again will impact on productivity and also on profit. So in doing this consultation, we've identified the need to increase awareness of the sector in terms of the products they manufacture, the high quality that features of the products they produce and that are on display in most of the workshops that we visited, and it became very obvious and important to us that there is need to showcase this potential, because the quality is quite appreciable. they are durable. The products they manufacture are durable, given the quality of the wood. That they use in the production process. But again, like I said, the level of awareness is quite low because we've seen there's rising competition in the wood manufacturing business. In the furniture business per se, because you've seen a lineup of shops along the Kairaba Avenue, which are mainly displaying imported wood furniture, and as a result, this is diverting interest from local products, which again is not helping, the wood manufacturing subsector, because we have to look at it from the point of employment creation generation. This is a sector that employs a large number of people, qualified carpenters, and some, employed also a large number of apprentices. And in the process, they impart knowledge and skills in these young people, who again will become qualified carpenters, and then have the potential to also employ more people. And this, as I said earlier, impacts on economic development. Impacts on poverty reduction, because you're giving the people the earning power. Because you give them skills, you give them the knowledge, they're able to stand on their own feet, and then they enhance their income levels, and also employ more people. So it has a ripple effect. So supporting them is very logical. When you look at it from a national development point of view. This is the reason why we said we will sponsor 15 stalls for display of made in the Gambia wood furniture, so the people of the Gambia will get to know more what our local carpenters are capable of. They will also have a lot of interface with these carpenters, and in the process, will give feedback on areas that also need improvement. Because, like I said, innovation is not static. Businesses also are not static. They always need feedback on areas of weakness and how to improve those weaknesses, so the level of quality will keep increasing ever and ever. So this is the idea. This is the idea of the exhibition.
Now I'd just like to talk to Mr. Malak. Mr. Malak, you've heard what Gay has already said. It's important for Gambians to take ownership of this industry, and support our local talent, our local industries. Now, in your opinion, you're a carpenter, how important is this as far as development is concerned?
ñun carpenter yi am nañ fi skills, liggéey mun nañ ko, dinañ ko def liggéey bu dëgër, liggéey bu baax, waaye problème bi nekk fii ni mooy Gambian si duñu dee support, dañ dee dem jënda imported furnitures di ko def ci office yi seen néeg yi bàyyi ñu fii te da ngaa ñu xaalis boobu du des fii dafa dem, waaye su fekkee ne dañu patronage di jënd bagage yi ñoo liggéey fii xaalis bi fii laay des, économie bi dafa bu stop. soo gisee ñu sonn loolu la ñu ngi wax xale yi pour ñu ñëw ñu jàng métier, bu fekkee ne xale yi ñëw nañ ci workshop ñu gis ne fii nii da ngaa toog 3 days doo am looy liggéey, su jógee foofu dootu ñëw de dafa waxaat kenn jaru ko, soo jàngee kap ne doo am dara, boss baa ngi ne la amul dara. waaye bu fekkee ne mu ngay ñëw fekkee yow yaa ngi bisi amuloo benn time, yaa ngi bisi di liggéey xaalis baa ngay ñëw, moom tam dina am aim pour ñëw jàngaat. da ngay gis Gambian ci yëpp nañ focus on skills. soo demee place like Sénégal ñi fa dee jàng métier ku jàngul sax dafa dem jàng, xale bu ndaw ko am na ne am na 10 years rek start na di dugg ci workshop, kooku balaa moo mag lim dee dugal si boppam dafa dee bari trop. waaye ñun fii nanguñ ko because gis na ne amul productif, so looloo tax exhibition bi dafa baax trop, wane ñu ñun tam li ñu mun bagage yëpp yaa ngi fii na nit ñi ñoo xool gis, bu fekkee ne liggéey bi baaxul ñu xam, bu fekkee ne liggéey tam baax na ñu xam. waaye li maa ñaan mooy government nañ dama leen a ñaan pour seen furniture offices yi nañ try ñëw di ñu jënd si ñun, waxuma néeg yi waaye furniture offices yi ñooñu nañ ñëw because li la nee ngaa di bu sa néeg, waaye furniture yi soo ko jëndee rek dafa am 10-15 years, waaye yii nii soo ko jëndee balaa ñoo 1 year 2 years mu ngi commencé di yàqu. ñu owaat ñun kaay leen nga dimbale ma fii fixel ma la fii dafa dog, fii dafa daanu, lu tax ñëwloo si ñun nga jënd yu bon yi ba pare yóbbu ñu foofu. waaye ñun soo jëndee si ñun mu am 10-15 years boobu ñaata saving nga am, government ñaata savings la am in that 10-15 years. definitely boobu nañu war a seetaat si loolu bu baax, dimbale ñu dimbale xale yi dëkk bi bu ko defee ñu mën a dem si kanam thank you so much